If you're in the market for a killer mystery featuring some top-shelf acting talent, Netflix has got a movie for you. The unheralded 2020 feature The Night Clerk has made a strong entrance onto the streamer's top 10 chart, debuting at number 6. The flick stars Ty Sheridan as Bart, a motel clerk with a penchant for spying on his charges, and who sees way more than he ever wanted to. Sheridan, perhaps best known for his lead role in Steven Spielberg's Ready Player One and for portraying the younger version of Scott Summers in the X-Men movies, is an extremely capable young actor. The Night Clerk surrounds him with an excellent supporting cast, which includes Ana de Armas, Helen Hunt, and John Leguizamo. The film was written and directed by Michael Christopher, who in the late 70s won a Pulitzer Prize and a Tony Award for his Broadway stage production, The Shadow Box. He's penned screenplays for flicks like The Witches of Eastwick and The Bonfire of the Vanities, directed movies such as Gia and Original Sin, and even appeared as an actor in a slew of television series and feature films. Most recently, he appeared as Philip Price in the hit USA series Mr. Robot. The Night Clerk is Christopher's first turn in the director's chair since 2001, and for Netflix viewers, it's hitting the sweet spot. In the film, Sheridan's Bart is a young man who lives with Asperger's syndrome. He works a lonely night shift on the Mercer Hotel's front desk. Secretly, he has set up 5 surveillance cameras in one of the rooms, in order to try to gain a better understanding of how to engage people in conversation and alleviate his own social awkwardness. One night, a woman named Karen checks in, and Bart gives her his wired room. He completes his shift and goes home, where he watches Karen. Unexpectedly, a man shows up, and that's when everything starts to go pear-shaped for Bart. There's a violent altercation, and Bart makes the unfortunate decision to return to the hotel and try to help Karen. The young woman ends up dead of a gunshot wound, with Bart apparently the only person nearby. From there, things only get twistier, and we won't spoil what happens next. You might be asking yourself how you've never heard of this movie before.
Well, that's a very complicated question.
The Night Clerk failed to secure theatrical distribution on its release. The flick was released directly to VOD platforms in February 2020, with virtually no advertising or promotion to speak of. With a great many of us still staying at home whenever possible due to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, a lot of obscure movies are getting their shot at the spotlight. And in the case of The Night Clerk, audiences are liking what they're seeing. The movie was only just released to Netflix on June 6th, and it took virtually no time at all for it to become one of the streamer's most watched titles. There's a reason for that. It's a nifty little murder mystery, featuring excellent performances from Sheridan and de Armas, 2 actors whose stars are decidedly on the rise. You can catch Sheridan next in the sci-fi thriller Voyagers, which is expected to be released in November of 2020. De Armas will next appear in the 25th James Bond film, No Time to Die, also slated for release in November. Although The Night Clerk has climbed its way up the Netflix rankings ladder, it's at the lower end of the scale when it comes to critical reviews. The flick has a rotten score on the review aggregator Rotten Tomatoes, and its critical consensus paints it as having a quote, poorly conceived story that not even its quote, pair of charismatic leads can bring to life. Still, while The Night Clerk may not have pulled in rave reviews, it's certainly pulled viewers in on Netflix, potentially by the millions. There must be a reason for that, so why not check it out for yourself? And if you end up disappointed, thankfully there are a ton of other mystery movies to watch on Netflix. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more Looper videos about your favorite movies are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.